Well, hello, sunshine. It's me, Stacey N.C. Grant, celebrity guest correspondent for the Network Journal's 2014 25 Most Influential Black Women in Business. I'm sitting here with one of our beautiful honorees, the gorgeous and the talented Miss Marta Effinger Critchlow. And she is a member of our CUNY, City University of New York system, but I want her to tell us a little bit about her title and extensive journey on being able to educate so many of our students here in New York that have come from all over the country to experience your expertise.
Yes. Well, I'm chair and associate professor of African American Studies at New York City College of Technology, which is within the CUNY system. And I'm excited to have two roles at City Tech because I'm now an administrator. In some way, I'm the face of the department, along with the other faculty members. But I'm also an associate professor, and my specialty is women's narratives, Black women in literature, and Black theater. So that's what I bring to the table, I think, at City Tech.
Well, that is wonderful. And a part of your story that I love is your great-grandmother's influence. Yes. And the stories and remembering. And that's huge for me because a lot of the work that I do is predicated on a story that I tell about my grandmother. I want you to share a little bit about the power of legacy and understanding who we are and whose we are and how that work has impacted you being able to use women's narratives to make a difference in our world.
Certainly. I am here because of my mother, my aunts, my great-grandmother, my grandmother. As a child, they would tell stories about their experiences in the South, about their experiences in Washington, D.C., and I listened. And eventually, when I decided to go to college, I became excited about researching these women's stories. And so, as a professor, I want to share the stories of Black women with my students, and I want to encourage them to listen and to research the lives of Black women. And so it's important to understand where we come from so that we can have a clear picture of where we are and where we're going. And at times, Black women's narratives have not always been celebrated. And so I hope that I am filling a void within academia and beyond academia. And I want to use literature and theater to do that.
Well, you definitely are, and that's why you have been chosen to be a 25 most influential woman in business. And what's so key about your story is that you're holding the space and you're honoring those whose names will never be told. Yes. But through to you today, you stand and you hold your award in remembrance of them and the stories and the narratives that you share. So we wish you continued success, continue telling our story and letting our young girls know that we've come from greatness. So we should always stand and hold that space.
Thank you, thank you. I think it's important for all of us to understand that we are not here on our own work, but other individuals have struggled, have labored, have loved us and nurtured us in order for us to be here today. And that's really important for the students that I encounter to remember.
Well, we thank you. I thank you. This is wonderful. The beautiful Marta Effinger Critchlow, one of our 25 most influential women in business 2014. This is Stacey N.C. Grant signing off. Stay tuned to TNJ.com.